Hello from SheNature.com. This is Mark Josie. Today I'll be showing you a very exotic weapon here, and I'm going to do a review of it. This is the bag. Okay, I bought this from Kung Fu Direct, and it's not a super duper high quality stuff, but it is a functional weapon. And yeah, it's supposed to be functional, but it's sold without sharpened, and so like it's unsharpened, so you have to sharpen it yourself or whatever. So the bag here is kind of cheesy, so don't really rely on that. And when you open the bag with the zipper, inside you see the weapon. What is this weapon today? This is called the Yuet in Chinese. Yuet. Yuet. Okay? And in English, it translates to, some people call that the Mandarin Duck blade, or some call that the deer horn blade, stuff like that. Whatever name, okay? It doesn't have an English name, so we'll stick to Yuet here. It comes like this. As you can see, it's very pointy and sharp already. I actually sharpened mine myself, but not fully yet, but it is sharpened. And you can see all these little thingies they put on there to protect the point. This is a very exotic weapon. Now taking that off, you can see that, ooh, it's pretty scary. Eh? This is no toy. It's not a toy. This is a really functional weapon. Now let's take a look at that close up. Okay. Close up, you can see the scary pointy tip. And also here, there's a 2 crescent blade. And then, there below, you have another smaller blade like that. You see, it's very scary looking. And of course here you see this is the stamp for the Horn Things Forge. Okay, this is a forged blade. It's made of, should be made of stainless steel, but I'm not sure what kind of stainless steel. And I sharpened the edge myself to an okay kind of sharpness. Okay, it's not like a razor, but it's still very scary sharp. Now, I will demonstrate how sharp it is later on, but right now I want you to take a close look at this edge here. It's not the best job, but you can see that I did put an edge on it. Okay. And my point is here that I want to show you guys how this is used in the combat situation, and also like how the edge will apply. Now there are a few edges here. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 edges. Okay, sorry, the back edge doesn't count. This is not supposed to be sharpened. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 edges. 7 edges. 1, 2, 3, 4 points. 4 points that you can use. 7 edges that you can cut with. Very, very scary. Now, the most basic one here is that this edge here, this crescent blade, is not supposed to be super sharp. It's supposed to be sharpened to an angle like how you sharpen an axe. Okay, it's not supposed to be like a razor sharp blade, because sometimes you use this to block, to parry, and so on, so that if you get this blade too sharp, it's going to be dulled in no time. Okay, it got to be kind of like an axe kind of a degree when you sharpen it. And for these, okay, the hooks here and here, the outside edge, they're supposed to be sharper, because you use these to hook, and you see, you hook and then cut. Okay, you also block and then use this here to stab into here, and then whip it all across, or you stab here and then you whip all across, so that it's like a scary fang or something to stab into the body inside, hooked inside, and then you whoosh like that and rip it apart. So imagine both things like this poke right into you, into here, okay, and then it's stabbed into your body, and then what you do is whoosh, woo, like 1 and 2, and now you go whoosh, open up, and then the next moment you see me going stab to the neck here with the crescent blade like this, okay, stab, and then while I do this, you are afraid and you back off, right? Okay, so I stab, and then the other one here, hook, like cut, okay, stab, and then distract you upward, okay, distract you upward, and then the other one, hook, and cut through the stomach. It hooked inside here, and then all the way, oh, super nasty. Now you see how the longer one here, the longer hook is used. It's a primary blade, remember. Okay, supposed to be used like that. Now, the lower one, the shorter one, is supposed to be used in another way. Not that it's supposed to go like that, okay, but then it can also go reverse cut. For example, after you cut here, okay, you can always reverse hook, and then this blade will come into use. You cut and then reverse hook. Okay, when you do the reverse cut, flip, and then you also cut with the back here, the back horn, and then hook all the way. Very scary. Okay, imagine that I'm coming at you. Okay, I use one blade to distract you, and then the other blade to go up here. When you're being distracted and you move backward, I just flip my blade, and there goes another one. 1, 2, like this. Very scary. Okay, and also you can be using it like this. Bring it back and then reverse cut and up like so. Okay, when this blade go up and hook backward, it goes right into the groin. Okay, so you're hitting here, and then somebody comes at you at the back, you push this to the front, and the other one goes backward. This one goes backward, strike right here and into the groin. So it actually hooked into that sack of stuff and go up and push it up, so that this thing here goes right into the nut and push it up. Very scary. This is a very brutal weapon, and it's scarier than the butterfly sword in a way. The grip here is very sturdy, and it's a wood grip that we got here. Nice wood grip. The only complaint I have is the poor job of putting glue on. It's not that it's not stable, but the glue is kind of ugly the way they put it on. You can see, here we go, you can see the gap. It's not so great, but, well, those are cosmetic stuff. You can fix it up yourself anytime you like. But then the blade itself is good. Now, let's try some target. Not target shooting, sorry, but let's try some target cutting. Soft paper target. Normal paper, okay? We're using the primary edge here to cut. Okay, it ripped really nicely, but you see, when I'm cutting slowly, you can see that there is really an edge. You see? It's cutting nicely, okay? And also the secondary edge right here also cuts. Okay, how about the other blade? Let's try the other one. That's the other one. Try some thinner cut. And then the other secondary edge. Okay, let's try the secondary edge. Cut very well. Also the crescent blade also cut. Oops. Okay. Yeah. And also here will also cut. Give me a moment. Let's try this. It's not that it doesn't cut, but it's just hard to place the paper properly. So here we go. Nice loose piece of paper. Okay, as you can see, the thing hooks into it and cut like that. Okay, even with a loose piece of paper like this, you see it ripped it apart easily. There are many techniques for using this thing, and usually it's we do it in 2 hands. So you use it with 2 hands, a pair, and then basically you can opening, and then there are tons of different techniques you can use. I will show you a few here. So first you can be block and then cut, and then you can block the low and then cut, block and cut, and then this here is to block away using the crescent blade to block away, and then block and stab. See, there are a lot of cool techniques. Now, how about hard targets? Let's try this. This is a soup can. A tiny tap will result in this. You see? It pokes through. Just a tiny tap. Now let's try to use a bit more force on the table. Okay, you can see the hook here is intact. There's nothing happened to it. Yeah, it's still straight, and you can see it made a big hole. Now let's try harder. See? And the hook is still fine. Let's try one more time. Okay, my hook is still fine, and you can see the last one here. Let's try one more time. Look. Okay, here we go. This is a scary one. You can see that it hooked into the soup can like so, and then when it's into the skin, even though you have iron shirt, whatever, see, you go like that, and now you can take the blade out. The blade itself is totally fine. It's not bent, no nick, no ding, no nothing. It's very secure, and you see, there we go, the wound. Ooh, scary. So imagine that kind of hole that big, a hole that big, bleeding. You bet, eh? Scary. Okay, so this is how the blade, woo, scary. So that's the Yuet. Remember, this is called the Yuet. Yuet. And so that's how it's used. Usually they are stored in a pair and put into a bag, or they have a cover here to protect the horns, and then you can carry them around like that. It's a very compact weapon in the ancient days when they don't have guns and stuff. So pretty cool. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and like. Bye bye.